I do see us as a disruptor. I see us as an answer. So we really are making people gardeners, and we define gardening a little differently. It doesn't have to be every weekend. It doesn't have to be from seed. So are we disrupting by pre-measured ingredients and aligning weather and technology to what soil you use? Yeah, maybe, but I love that. I'm Donna Letier, co-founder of Gardenuity, based in Dallas. 9 times out of 10, somebody says, oh, I kill everything. And so we say, well, we're going to help you find success. And actually, the gardening industry was complacent and not addressing this challenge from the get-go. And that's really why we started Gardenuity. We mirrored horticultural science with technology, with some common sense. We match all the plant components to the nutrients they need so that they will thrive. We're built on an AI platform, and so we look at attributes that are going to make you successful. We've brought a new way of gardening to the industry. Our naming convention in our kits are things like foundation, triple blend, primer, toner, serum. So we've looked at it as a way that somebody might look at skincare. When I look at what we're doing for the industry, we're inviting new people to try gardening. We send everything in the kit except gloves, because we actually want you to connect with the soil. Everything comes with fully rooted plants, so that instant gratification is there, and the plants are aligned with what is in the kit. So it's not one size fits all. I don't know when my love of nature really started. I lived in Alaska for 5 years as a kid, skied to school, ice skated at recess, and so I was outside all the time, but I was not a gardener until Gardenuity. I've always done product development and marketing throughout every one of my careers. I was at Neiman's, for a long time, and then went to Barney's, New York. And each career, each job was the perfect job for the season I was in. I'm not sure I would have said, 20 years ago, oh, I just have a burning desire to be an entrepreneur. But when you see a void in the marketplace and you think you can fill it, you take a chance. Julie Eggers, who is my co-founder, we recognized that the percentage of failure rate was really high in the gardening world. And we thought, we can fix that. Everybody starting a business in their 50s think they can change the trajectory of an entire industry. So looking at what was happening from a wellness sector, mental health was on the rise, nutritional health, food as medicine was a topic of conversation. When we were raising money, we had people say to me, wow, are you not just tired? Do you want to stay home? So you have to just let those things kind of roll off. Originally, we thought we wanted to kind of take the Mary Kay model. People would buy in and then be sellers for Gardenuity. And what we have today is very different than what we imagined it would be. And I think that you have to be okay with change, right? It's not a straight line. So we kind of stepped back. That's when we developed the technology. That's when we really put kind of the muscle behind what we have today, which is called Gardenuity Match. We built something because the data was saying there's such a high failure rate. How can we mitigate that? So if somebody is in Wisconsin and they log in on January 1st and want to plant a tacos topping garden, they're not going to match to anything, and we're not going to send them plants that they're not going to live. But if it is January 1st and they're in Phoenix, they're going to match probably to leafy greens or even an early spring tomato. You'll get a text message that says, hey, move your garden inside. It's going to be a little cold tonight. Our mission has always been to make gardening accessible to anyone, wherever they are and whoever they are.
I'm going to have you pour a little water on, okay?
Part of our motivation is my youngest daughter, Jillian, who is in a wheelchair. Doctors said she wouldn't live past 5, and I'm happy to say she's 28. To see her put her hands in soil.
Pour this on, I'll help you. Do you think they're drinking?
The joy is real. So whether you live in a high-rise or in a wheelchair, you're in a very urban area, have a sprawling yard, you should be able to reap the wellness benefits that come from gardening. We're making that accessible. Whether it's misting a tropical plant, dusting a succulent, nature invites you to pause, even for a moment. We started doing events locally. We would have people come in and actually plant a garden. And what we found was people then understood what these patio gardens were to help grow our brand and our following. A couple of the people said, oh, I want to do this for my company, which was how we started getting into the B2B business. So we do a lot of corporate events, whether they're in person and our team travels to lead them or virtually.
Hey everybody, thank you for joining us today for a wellness workshop. I'm Donna Letier.
And we actually build the garden together online, which is really cool.
So today we're going to do a Zen garden. This is a perfect accessory for your desktop.
Each week we could be sending out anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000 kits to employees of corporate partners across the country. When I get to watch people actually put their hands in soil, some of them have literally not touched soil either ever or in years. And so it's oh my gosh, this feels kind of good. We started with patio gardens, and then we wanted to make sure that people had plants indoors. So we introduced the desktop gardens. But every one of them is an opportunity to experience gardening. We have celebrated probably 7 million harvests with people across the country. When I think about the people who, said, I don't see the market, or I don't see that you have the energy of what it's going to take to grow a business, I say, watch me. Gardenuity means ingenuity in the garden, but we all and forever will be focused on wellness. So if we can deliver how you feel when you garden, wherever you live or work, then it's a win.